Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Music City Surrey Showcase, sponsored by the City of Surrey. In this series, we aim to highlight the musical talent that the City of Surrey has to offer. My name is Miles Philpott, and today I am in the Fusion Presents studio with a very, very special guest, Ben Dunnill. First of all, Ben, thank you so much for that beautiful intro. That was lovely.
No problem.
And second of all, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's so nice to sit down with you and have a one-to-one. You know, you've been part of the Fusion Presents family for a long time. You join us on some of our jams, so it's nice that we kind of get to dive into, you know, your musical history, what's going on. So to start off, I kind of want to take it back. You know, you're a working musician, played over 1,000 shows. I want to know where that all began.
Well, I think the first memory I have of playing piano was actually after watching an episode of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. And
Love that show, by the way.
Yeah, Scott Joplin's Entertainer was playing in the background. And for some reason, my mom, who is a singer, but she's not a piano player, you know, for some reason, she knew this version of it. And I guess it was kind of like an elementary version, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it was. But that was the first memory I have of playing piano. And I think from there, because I have a lot of siblings and they're all musical, I was probably hearing piano a lot in the house and exploring it myself. And this led to me wanting to enter a competition when I was 12 called City Jam. And you go through a few rounds, you play and sing. And I remember like the first clip of me ever playing was there, and I was shaking and I was so nervous, but I managed to come out with a win in that.
Nice.
And you know, from there, once you do something like that, you are given opportunities to play at festivals. And I guess after doing that for a few years, a friend heard me and said, you know, my friend just opened a restaurant and they have a piano there. And the restaurant was called Bin 101, and I went in there and I auditioned, and I was given a residency not long after. And, you know, before I was probably playing mostly like pop stuff. I think I was playing Hey Soul Sister.
Okay, classic
like
Train.
This kind of, you know. And I remember seeing Jamie Foxx in the movie Ray. And there's a scene where Ray goes to audition for a piano bar, and he plays a song called Route 66.
Okay.
And right from the first lick, you know, this kind of stuff, I knew I had to learn jazz. And so every day when I got home from school, there'd be a new song for me to learn on the piano. And you mix that with a couple hours a night playing at a restaurant. And yeah, 6 years later, here I am.
6 years later, still at Bin 101.
Still at Bin 101.
That's
every once
wild.
in a while.
So how often, I mean, mind you, we're recording this in 2020, so things are a little interesting right now, but so pre-COVID, let's say, how often would you be performing at Bin?
For a few years, I was playing there 3 nights a week, 4 hours a night.
Wow.
And then pre-COVID, about 2 nights a week. And yeah, I mean, hopefully, I'm not playing there right now as of this moment, but you know, hopefully soon I'll be back.
Yeah, definitely. Because from what I mean, I've been following you a little bit. I mean, we stay in touch. So it been closed down and then it opened up again. You got a chance to play for a little bit, but now with Casey switching back
I was playing just instrumental music, and then I just got word that, you know, for the next few weeks, given the state that we're in, that they needed to take away the music.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate reality, right? But I mean, just the times the word unprecedented times, right? So, so with that being the case, what kind of other things have you been doing to kind of keep up this musical prowess of yours?
Well, I'm always looking for ways to improve, you know. So I have a schedule that I've pretty much kept for, you know, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, a daily routine that I do, you know, and then I'm teaching music as well, and I've been able to play at a couple different venues. I play at care homes sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
And there have been some foundations that are doing like live streams and things like that. So I've been lucky enough to have some opportunities still. But most of my musical work is practicing at home or writing or, anything I can to keep myself motivated.
Gotcha. So I do want to touch on something you just mentioned. So daily routines. A lot of people
Yeah.
struggle with daily routines. I would love for you to walk us through a day of like a day of Ben
Sure.
playing music.
Well, I think that anything that requires discipline, a lot of technical things, I try to get done in the morning because I find that if it's late at night, really all I want to do is be creative. So the first thing I do in the morning, well, usually I'll plan my day. That might be the first thing I do in the morning. And usually starts, transcribing something or trying to implement some new chords or some new, something technical into my improvisation. And from there, I'll go into reviewing songs that I already know, because usually at least for me, I'll learn a song, a few years, maybe 2 years ago, and then I'll come back to it and realize that maybe I wasn't playing it right. And that's a good way to see kind of how far you've come. It's a good time capsule. So I usually review a few tunes, and then from there I get into like just all the like exercises, like vocal stuff. And once I've done all the disciplinary stuff, that's usually a time for me to start working on, songwriting, production. I like to do creative things at night. I find that's when the world is quiet and all the good stuff gets passed to you.
Yeah, definitely. That's so intriguing because you're just so talented. Like every time you play with us, I'm just in awe of your ability. So to give an idea, you've told us the routine. So like how many hours on average goes into your music per day?
That's a hard question. I mean, one thing is that I'm always, even if I'm not working, I'm trying to do something beneficial. So even if I'm, say, reading a book, I try to look at it through the lens of, what can this inspire? So, I mean, physical work, I would say I probably put in maybe 3 to 6 hours a day. But it's always in the back of my head, how can I use whatever's going on in my daily life to, inspire something that I can put into music. But I don't know, we'll say 3 to 6 hours.
Wow, I mean that's a lot, and so are weekends taken off, or is it like it depends? Or
Well, sometimes I'm teaching, or sometimes I'm playing a show. I like to, I find that as long as I set out to accomplish whatever goals I had for the week, then, I can give myself some time to just relax.
Definitely. And so kind of a follow-up to that, is there at any point where you feel like maybe not so motivated to do this music and you kind of struggle to come up with certain things to practice or certain songs to write?
Yeah, of course. I think everybody goes through phases of being kind of stale. Usually when that happens, I look to find someone to inspire me, whether that's discovering a new artist or looking for a tune, or sometimes it's as easy as just watching a documentary on someone. I mean, when I feel kind of unmotivated, the Quincy Jones documentary always, gets me back up on my feet and some fire in my step.
Gotcha. Right on. Okay, so I kind of want to ask kind of a fun question. Do you have a favorite chord or chord progression that is like your go-to?
Well, maybe.
Because you know a lot of chords. Like whenever like we're in a session together, I've noticed you're just like, oh yeah, E flat 9/11. I don't even know if that's even a chord, but I'm always just
Sure
like,
it
what
is.
is that?
I mean, when I'm playing, I do my best not to get in my head about things. But with that being said, I think when I first come to the piano that, I've been thinking about this kind of progression today, which is like, I guess you'd call it like a G13 with a flat 9. resolving to a C major 7th. I mean, that's a fun for the whole family right there.
Yeah, for all you technical
Yeah.
music theory chord people out there.
Yeah, so you can try that at home
Right.
over your favorite song.
Perfect.
You know, and that's actually a good way, you know, for people who learn a new chord if they don't really know what to do with it. You know, try it out over, you know, different songs or take it through different keys. You know, just try to implement it into your playing in some way. That's probably a good routine that I'd recommend to anybody.
Definitely. And honestly, so much value in everything you've just said. So thank you so much for chatting. It's been really awesome.
Yeah.
So where can people find you? Where can we learn more about Ben?
Well, right now you could, there's a few videos on YouTube, but you can check out my website, bendunnill.com. You can also go on, follow my Instagram. I'll post little things here and there, be practicing in that. And that's all under just my name, Ben Dunnill. All my social media is under that. So.
Sounds good.
Or come down to Bin 101 once it's open again.
Well, there you go. And Ben 101 is open. Please go and see Ben Dunnill. It would be lovely to him. I mean, and so thank you so much, Ben. It's been lovely having you, and I believe now you're going to play us a song. So
I believe I am.
you are. So thank you so much, and please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Ben, take it away.
This is an original tune called Hang On My Brother. Childhood friend, when she gets so tough, we've had our share of growing up, but it's just me, so there's no need to be the guy you're trying to be. And when we were kids, we used to play, trying to hurry up the day. But then the night got much too dark, and I had to watch as it kept you up. But hang on, my brother, have a drink with me. The light coming round is gonna help you see. Now seems we've gone our separate ways. We ain't changed, but we ain't the same. But somewhere deep behind the page, I get a glimpse of younger days. Now hang on, my brother, have a drink with me. The light's coming round, it's gonna help you see. Childhood friend, when she gets so tough, guess this world wasn't all we thought it would be. So there's no need to be the guy you used to be. But hang on, my brother, have a drink with me. That night coming round finally made me see. So hang on, my brother, hang on, 'cause it's always dark, yeah, before the dawn. 'Cause it's always darkest before the dawn.
Thank you.